Okay, let's get started with the strip down. I take most of the bodywork off and the tank off, and let's see if we can get to the throttle bodies and stuff. Alright, battery's out. Next, we have to take this off. These little side panels. I just kind of pull forward and down like that and just pop out. Yeah, we need to get access to these guys, these drains here. Take these drains off. On the other side we have, I think, the harness connector, stuff like that. So this whole unit is a tank, right? And it's held in by 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, as far as I know. And these guys have this big washer thing, spacer. Oh, one size up. So once you get all these off, the tank should be able to move freely like this. So I've actually replaced this because I've taken the tank off in the past. But you might have a clip that looks like this. So this is just a simple clip. He says as he struggles. Okay. Grab a pick and go at that in a second. Evaporating. Oh, smells like gas. Okay. Still guys are disconnected. I believe the main gas line is down here, but we can pick this up and get some access. And look at this guy. Yeah, so this is like a quick release fitting, which is the main feed from your gas tank, goes into your fuel rail, essentially, fuel injectors. So this should be a pretty easy thing to release. So I'm just going to grab a piece of wood and prop this tank up so we have easy access. Infinitely useful offcuts of wood. Stick it on there, and then hang on, be smart about this. Put a little bit of pigment down there. Yeah, this one's good. Because especially if you've been riding it recently, there's potentially going to be fuel pressure in here, so you want to make sure you're covering it. While you pull this out, yeah, just get a little bit of drip. So there should be a check valve in there, so it's not going to drip a whole lot, but it's always smart to not have fuel all over your shop. Right, I'm gonna grab a little plastic bag and cover that end up so we're not spilling fuel everywhere. Let's get a smaller one. Okay. This should do fine. Grab a cable tie. Keep random stuff from getting into our fuel tank, or our fuel leaking into random stuff while it is being stored as we work on this bike. Already smells like gas. Okay. That should... Okay, we need to take this guy off for sure. Ah, there we go. This guy's off. I believe that should be everything for the tank. The tank should pop right off. But let's just go around and check really quick. Lift it up. This guy. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's the tank off. Continuing on. Now the lift is down, so we're gonna start taking off the airbox. So it's pretty simple, just a bunch of like Phillips screws. So obviously this is the rear head, and eventually we want to get into this valve cover, and the front head is over there, so we need to take the airbox off to get access to all of that stuff. All of this harness, ECU, everything, all of this needs to come off for us to do that. So I took this off not too long ago, so everything's reasonably clean. But it always pays to clean stuff as you go, especially if you're getting into engine internals, things like that. You really don't want to be messing around getting dirt into sensitive components. That's never a good idea. Okay, easy enough. Perfect. Doesn't need to be tight. Just enough to keep it in place, and that way comes time to put it back together. I'm not looking for the screws. Okay, yeah. Take that off. So we're doing a big job like this. You want to have a plan for what you're going to do, or how you're going to remember what screws came off or where. Otherwise, things are going to get really, really difficult. I don't have a photographic memory, and this, so I use a couple of different strategies, right? And most of the time it's a mix and match of putting screws back where they came out from, and putting screws in a bag and labeling it. That's why I have an extensive collection of Ziploc bags, because you end up needing Ziploc bags. Lots and lots of bags. I think probably the most involved project that I did was the timing belt, water pump and cam seals on my GX, and I ended up using, I don't know, must have been something like 50 bags, just to keep track of all the nuts and bolts, and kind of put them in the order I took them off, kind of laid the bags out in the order in which I took them off in one of those big yellow and black bins over there. And then when I was putting stuff back together, it was like really straightforward, because for the most part I just grab the bag that I needed, would be the one right in front, and it was easy enough to know how many screws, where they went, all that good stuff. Like really simple. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna take these connectors off before we do anything else, because I can clean that up. And the nice part about making this video is I know where everything goes, because I have all of it videoed. I'm gonna have to open this garage door in a second here, because it's getting kind of fumy in here. Did I make a classic newbie mistake? Not check if all these screws are the same length. Lucky for us, they all are. They seem to be. Before we pop this airbox open, I'm going to clean the outside once more. See a bunch of dust sitting around. I think we got all the screws. Yep, that's all of them. Let's get here. Get all this dust off of here. So air filter should basically be brand new. Okay. I think I'm going to cut these zip ties because I want as much unrestricted access as possible. So we're just gonna have to remember to put these zip ties back with these two harnesses, with this harness. And then we can temporarily pull these and tie them up out of the way or something. I'm being really careful not to grab and cut something that I don't want to cut. This guy. This guy. Alright. That's the airbox lid off. Sweet. Yeah, much like I expected. Clean air filter. It definitely is some crud in here. I don't know how that shit gets in here. So I read some recommendations that the stock air filter doesn't do very well. So as a part of this, I might just go ahead and upgrade the air filter. I still haven't decided on that 100%, but thinking about it. But having the intakes open like this makes me really nervous. So I'm gonna stuff something down the intakes here right away. I'm glad we're cleaning it up as we're going. So these velocity stacks need to come off anyway, so I'm going to take them off and clean them. Then we'll have better access to the bottom of the airbox and we can clean all around there. It's too much grit in here for my liking. There's not a lot of carbon though, which is good. The kind of overlap this thing is running, I would expect some carbon, but anyway, that's a whole other podcast. Sneak in this. No, not quite. I actually think I need a screwdriver one size up. It's appeared to be the exact same thing. That's good. Grab this guy. Size up. Definitely need better screwdrivers and get myself a decent set. I have JIS my friend got me, but I don't have regular Phillips, and I don't like cross using JIS and regular Phillips. It's not usually a good idea to do that. Yeah, basically brand new. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think you need to get access to this guy for sure, and these two guys. Get the airbox off. Let's get on with pulling the velocity stacks off next. There is a 4. That's better. Looks like it's 2 Allen bolts to each velocity stack. Oh, that one was loose. It's really nice to have these ball-ended like Allens like this, because you can get a little bit of angle. Okay, I'm going to mark these as to where they came from. yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. I think it would be smart to do that. Now that that is done, feels better. Just keep taking this off. Okay. Ooh, that's nasty. Nasty. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a bunch of like oil and gassy oil, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. Yeah, it smells like gas or like the heavy end of petroleum distillates. This is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Stick this here for now. Yeah, I didn't clean that part off, so it doesn't want to stick there, but that's good enough. Technically, all we need is 3 to be identified, to know where all 4 go. These are all off. Oh. Those are pretty. Okay. I think the smartest thing might be to hit this with a quick vacuum. It's gonna get real loud. Looks like a lot of this stuff is just gummy. Just dirt, sand mixed with fuel. So I'll do my best to not get any of it into the throttle bodies there. But either way it should be fine because we're taking all of that off and cleaning it. But let's clean up and out. Yeah, once I take this airbox off, probably gonna put it in the sink and give it a good rinse, clean out. Let's take the bottom half of this airbox out. See 2 screws here. Oh wait, it's just the air filter frame. There's a Christmas tree clip here. It's holding the harness. It's like the main harness in, and there's this guy that's holding this connector in. Looks like, I don't know if this is sensors or what this is. This is attached here onto the airbox, and there's this hose. Let's go to the other side, see another sensor or something or other. Yeah, I got this guy off. Oh, it looks like a intake temperature sensor or something like that. What else is here? There's another vacuum hose or something connected here. Okay. But none of that should prevent the box from lifting up and away, I think. Okay. Let's try and get these guys out. I hate these Christmas tree clips. I don't know that I've ever gotten one back in without damaging it. Stupid. Okay, that one's off. Yep. Rubber. Always, every single time. I got that guy off. Just gonna work my pick in there, sort of work it around the hose and get it to release. Sort of put some downward pressure on it. I think that hose is good. Yeah, that hose is off. Let's see, just take the pick and the pliers. Come on. This guy. This connector thing zip tied to this hose. Okay. I think this zip tie is gonna have to go. Then we'll get access to the hose clamp, and that way, hopefully, if anything, I have the opposite of the desired effect. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, I think I need bigger pliers. Perfect. I don't know if you all can see that. Let me see. Get you in there. That metal bracket with the white tab. I'm gonna grab some long nose pliers and try to get that out. Yes, took this out. Alright, airbox is successfully out. So this was the connector we were trying to get out, and yeah. Oh, you know what, I could have just lifted that and slid it this way. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be easier to do. So just lift that. Let's see. Okay, maybe we'll do it that way when we're reassembling it. It's always a lot of learning the first time you're doing something. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here for today.